Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Two Eras, and today we are starting our brand new series, the Mount Rushmore of the Sun and Moon era. We did this with the Sword and Shield era, and we had a blast doing it, and now we're going to start off on an era that really we didn't collect much of. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background on my history of Pokemon cards. I collected Pokemon cards in the original Wizards of the Coast sets, and then when Nintendo took over, I collected a little bit of the EX sets. I think my last couple of sets were Ruby, Sapphire, and Sandstorm. And then I took a hiatus for a very long period of time. It wasn't until Generations came out where I came back into the fold. I actually bought Generations, played X and Y, and got right back into Pokemon. And I didn't get too much into the, I didn't buy too many packs of the X and Y sets, and I regret it, obviously. Like, I wish I would have bought more X and Y sets at the time, but I did buy a substantial amount of Generations, and then I bought some Evolution as well. So it's weird and kind of cool, but Generations came out on February 22nd, 2016. Evolutions, Pokemon Sun and Moon got announced 5 days later at an event on the 27th. And then right about 2 weeks before Sun and Moon's release in November of 2016, we got Evolutions, which I was collecting on. So clearly, I bought Sun and Moon. Not very many packs, but I definitely bought Sun and Moon, and then I bought the Sun and Moon Ultra games, and I had a good time with them, and those were great games, and those bring back really great memories on the 3DS. I had a blast playing them, and that is kind of like my history. And then I kind of stopped playing. I obviously beat the games, and then when Detective Pikachu came out, I kind of got right back into collecting cards again, and that's kind of where I have been, and then Sword and Shield kind of started, and I beat Sword and Shield. It was an amazing game, first Pokemon game on the Switch. Well, I know they had the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, but let's be real. Sword and Shield was legitimately the first one on the Switch. The real Pokemon game. I mean, I'm not trying to say that Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee were not real games. I mean, that was, I had a blast playing them, and they were incredible games, but Sword and Shield was where it's at, when it came to in that specific time period. But today we're going to be opening up 3 packs of Sun and Moon. But before we do that, we're going to be ranking the set based off of pull rates, desirability, and value. So those are really the big things. I mean, we could do playability, but the problem with the playability is it's hard. Like, you can't, the majority of these cards can't be played anymore. And it's a tough sell. I don't want to do that. I wasn't playing the game. I feel like it would be unauthentic for me to rate something like that if I don't really have all the details. So we're not going to do that. But there are cards in Sun and Moon that are still playable today because they got renewed or whatever you want to call it. So that we'll talk about that a little bit, but we're not going to rank this set based on any of that, and none of the sets that we talk about. So Sun and Moon base comes with 164 packs, or 164 different cards in the, I think there's a subset. There's obviously the hyper rares, not a subset, I'm sorry. There's hyper rares that, are in secret rares that are not included in the count of this set. I'm trying to speak English. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pull rates on this set. They're interesting, and they're definitely a little bit different than the norm that we are used to. So I made this infographic, but this data is from pokedisplays.de. We used this specific data back in the Sword and Shield base and maybe Rebel Clash as well, because nobody was taking pull rate data too seriously back then. But secret rares are 100 or 1 in 123. Rainbow rares are 1 in 68. And ultra rares 1 in 24, and GX cards are 1 in 9. And let's talk a little bit about GX. So they came from, so when I stopped playing and collecting, we had the EX, but it's the lowercase EX. So what that means is you have to evolve your Pokemon to get to the EX. Then there was EX uppercase, and what that meant was similar to V Pokemon, they are Pokemon that have boosted stats that can just be a basic form Pokemon with those boosted stats. The negative effect of it is that once you knock them out, you get 2 prize cards instead of one. So that's it's a risk, but there's also the reward of getting really like beefy attacks and also having a lot of HP. So those are some things, some benefits, some positives of it. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about value. So this set we talked about has a 164 cards. It's worth $364. In terms of value in comparison to the other sets in Sun and Moon, it's on the lower tier. It is actually the second cheapest set that you can complete. So believe it or not, it's really not worth that much. Even right now, with the market where it is, with the Pokemon card market, Sun and Moon hasn't really been affected too much yet. I mean, even all the other sets, I mean, Cosmic Eclipse and some of these other sets don't have a lot of value. There's probably like 1 or 2 cards that have a substantial amount of value, and then everything else is kind of, down there. But this is kind of I feel like Sun and Moon has a very nice little, the base set has a nice stack of cards. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here in the Sun and Moon base set. Lily is the most expensive card. It is worth $42.03 on the going market. The Nest Ball, the reason the Nest Ball is worth some money is because it's still a playable card. So this is a playable card, as well as Ultra Ball and Switch, and any energy cards in the Sun and Moon era will still be playable. So these are still playable cards. Switch has been around since base set. Ultra Ball, I believe, has been around since some of the old early Wizards of the Coast sets. Nest Ball, I don't remember if it was around in the early Wizards of the Coast sets, but I know it's been around and seen the game. You see the third and fourth most valuable cards are Evolution, Rainbow Rares. That it makes sense. I believe the Rainbow Rares were introduced in. Were they introduced in X and Y or Sun and Moon? I don't remember. I believe we might have Rainbow Rares starting off here. I'm going to double check that right now, actually. I believe that is, I am not lying here. That is a true statement. Looks like the Rainbow Rare started in this specific set. And obviously they continued on to the Sword and Shield era. So this is something new into Pokemon in the Sun and Moon era. Another thing that's new, we won't see it today, is the tag team cards. We'll see that in a couple of sets from here, but it's going to be a lot of fun to get into that. As you can see, there's a pretty nice little medium here. At least, the first, 12 cards have $10 or higher value, and then you start getting to the bottom of this list, and you got the Solgaleo, the Lunala. Those are the legendary Pokemon in the set. Incineroar. I mean, you have Rotom, Dex. I mean, those are pretty classic, cool cards from back in the day for sure. You see here Lapras. Lapras is included in a lot of base sets. Has in the past, or at least in the beginning of some sets. She was part of the base set for Sword and Shield as well. You have this really cool Psychic Energy, Metal Energy card. Fairy Energy ended in the Sun and Moon era as well. So yeah, as far as value goes and desirability, I mean, this set has some desirable cards. People want those Umbreons. People want those Espeons. This has some pretty cool cards. It has 3 gold cards that are still playable. People are still utilizing them clearly if they're worth $41, $21, and $22. Lily, Waifu Clan. So for the Waifu gang, there is a Waifu card for them people as well. And then you also have the Professor. If you're into the Professor as well. I mean, we always talk about Waifu Clan and it's a female, but what about Professor here? What about the Professor? He's part of the Waifu Clan, right? I mean, that's a Waifu card, right? I mean, we're gonna redefine waifu here in this video today. We're redefining waifu. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna open some packs up. We're gonna see if we can beat the pull rates. I don't think we'll beat the pull rates here. We might get lucky, and 33% chance says we might get a GX card out of this. But we got the Togedemaru promo card here, Sun and Moon, number 9 card. So this is a 3-pack blister. I kind of prefer getting either ETBs or some sort of blisters where you can't modify, and that's where it gets kind of tricky. I don't want these to be like weighed packs and stuff like that. So that is why we're buying 3-pack blisters. I know these have some value, but this is the only way we'll be able to do this. By the way, Lunala in the back of this looks really, really dope. Give your collection a boost, featuring Togedemaru or Litten, which Litten obviously is one of the starters of this specific era of Pokemon, which is a really cute card. And you get a code for TCG Online. Pretty cool. Sun and Moon base. This is going to be a lot of fun. You get a really cute Pikachu coin as well. I think the coin, that Pikachu has been utilized. That specific Pikachu image has been utilized in a lot of them. And I'm pretty happy with the little promo cards. It's actually a really cute promo card. It's like glasses. I feel like Sun and Moon had really nice promo cards, like really, really nice promo cards. We'll see what we can get here. We do have a Solgaleo and a Lunala as the two main pack arts there in the front. We'll see what we can get. I don't remember if the code cards have any significance or not. Oh no, I feel like it's not 3 from the back. Hold on. Okay, I think we got it. I think it is 4 from the back. Okay. I don't have a lot of experience opening Sun and Moon, so this is all new to me. We got that really cute Eevee there, a Dewpider, a Poliwag, a Paris. We got a Lily, just a reverse hollow Lily, and a Crocodile. That's a pretty nice card there. We'll take a common holographic card for sure. I mean, I don't think these common cards are worth a whole lot of money. That is true statement, I believe. All right, we got Fairy Energy. Rest in peace to the Fairy Energy. We got a Araquanid. That's a really nice looking card. Oh my god, we got something good in the back there. I can actually see it. I believe it's just a regular GX. So we do have a GX. Rare Candy still utilized. This might have a little bit of value. That's a really cool Wishiwashi. It's kind of crying. We got a Lillipup. Really, these artworks are really cute. The Bond Suite, very, very nice as well. That Psyduck just kind of, he's confused, Why are people confusing him? We got a really cute Litten, a Cosmog, very nice looking Pokemon card. I really like it. We got look at that. We got a Primarina. This is obviously the starter's main evolution. It is a rare card, and it is a Lapras GX. Ultra rare. This is not an ultra rare. This is a GX card. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful card. I will take it. That's a nice card. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it holds any value, but I like Lapras. Lapras is, I'm a kind of a basic guy. I'm a basic man. It has a $1.43 market price, so I'll take it though. I'll take it. That's a 1 in 9 shot right there. So I will gladly take a Lapras card here. Let's see if we can end up on some fire. We got a Dragonair. That's really beautiful. This really reminds me of when you're playing Scarlet and Violet and you're looking for Dragonairs. They're in the ocean like this, and it's really fun to try to find them out. The Golbat looks really cool. Pokemon Catcher, I believe, is still an item that you can utilize in the game today. So that's a really nice card. That Rattata, it's a Alolan Rattata. The Roggenrola, the Marini. Craw Brawler in the sand there. That Growlithe has really cool artwork. We got that Dewpider that we got earlier, but now in reverse hollow form. And the rare is a Hariyama, non-hollow. So we got a GX, a regular hollow, and a non-hollow rare. So that's not bad. We didn't do too bad in the Sun and Moon base set of packs here. Like I said, this is a blast from the past. I've opened some Sun and Moon, but I would assume that it's less than 40 to 50 packs total all time. I remember the Detective Pikachu pack boxes came with a lot of Sun and Moon base, and then we've opened at least one ETB on the channel before of Sun and Moon base, but very, very nice, very good. I had a good time opening the set. I don't know where we rank it. Obviously, we'll have a video where we rank the bottom 4 sets and the top 4 sets or top whatever, and then we'll put the rest of them somewhere. But we'll rank these in the tier ranking. But this is the least valuable set. Pull rate's not too bad, as you can see. I mean, we got a GX card in a few packs. Not too bad. I would say that there are, as far as the value goes, not a ton of value, but there are some highly desirable cards in the set. That Umbreon, that Sylveon, or not that Sylveon, I'm sorry, the Umbreon and the Espeon, both the full arts and the full art rainbows are probably the two big ones, other than the waifu card in Lily. I think that is, something that we it's an interesting scenario here. And one thing I'll say about Sun and Moon is there's probably more waifu censored cards in the Sun and Moon sets than even the Sword and Shield. I mean, Marnie was like the big main one in the Sword and Shield, and even Marnie isn't worth that much money in comparison to some of these. And you'll see as we continue to progress in the series, you're gonna start to see like, oh my god, like that's worth what? So we'll get more into that here in the future. But thank you so much for watching this specific video. I appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment area. Let me know what you think about this series. Let me know what your favorite Sun and Moon set is. And if you could, do me the biggest favor in the whole world. Tell somebody something nice. It could be the only nice thing they hear all day, all month, all week. Mental health awareness is really incredibly important, and we should do our due diligence in taking care of our people. And it doesn't cost anything to say something nice. And if you could, click on one of the 2 videos on the side. I appreciate you guys so much. Until the next video, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I love you guys.